All right, good rising, everyone. It is Shalom, and I'm back with another video. So, I was just listening to the Book of Psalms and David's cries to the Lord. Now, I don't know. I don't agree with the fact that it wasn't to God. I feel like these people been tampering with the energy of the Holy Spirit and mixing their energy here. I don't even think this is a deck that we're going to use, but it's almost like somebody's up against these two people. We got a high priestess in reverse. Oh, this is the same stuff from last read, but I was just watching a little bit of the clip from American Horror Story with Laveau, is that her name? And the so-called white woman in the beauty salon, because they were like dancing and everything like this in the video or whatever. They were I guess the lady came and sat in a chair, and as soon as she started like combing her hair, she was like, ow. And she's like, I'm guessing you never had a white woman in your chair before. She said, well, we never had a white woman in this neighborhood. But you know, the way I'm looking at it though, y'all, is like we're talking about young energies and old energies, like, or also like white, you know, people say, oh, white girl, black, like, you know, use those terms or whatever when it comes to race. But I'm also hearing something about spell work or witchcraft, white and dark or light and dark, or because I'm guessing they could all be high priestess energies. But what I noticed that, okay, they started listening to music, everything like this. And then, you know, she came and she shut it down, okay? Now, the music could be also considered like tarot readings. Because they was getting turned up with the energy. But I noticed that somebody's trying to switch out the serpent energy, because we see that the serpent energy is being brought down to dust in here, okay? But in David, I feel like there's a serpent, you know, into darkness. In Psalms, it was saying when David was speaking, let them be brought down to darkness in the slithery, slimy place. So, but also in David, again, there's that cross reference. So there might be like a Mami Wata energy or a snake that is in the dark. They may even sound mumbled, right? Because they're getting their teeth broken. But it was talking about relentless enemies, like people that, you know, these are enemies that want to take your take you apart. And they're relentless. That means this could be the person that's like on the ground, you know, in one of those horror movies when it's done, you know, somebody all chopped up to pieces and they still like, you know, all their arms is off and they got the one arm and that's just pulling the body, you know, it's like this, like relentless, and they still trying to, you know, with their last little bit of energy trying to stab someone. But again, I couldn't help noticing the outfit that, you know, Angela Bassett had on in that little leopard print, because it reminded me of my Fool card with my Golden Girls deck, and that she had a serpent on her chest, okay, and this serpent was gold, okay, and this serpent was coming down the front of her leopard skin thing or whatever, okay. So I don't know if like this is somebody trying to disguise themselves, because like I said, I keep picking up on a masculine energy that's like, oh my goodness, he's seen somebody that reminded him of a woman that he once cared about or loved. Now, I told y'all with this unique energy, I noticed that the images of this person that I felt like could fit the description of one of these feminines, I'm not going to say who, um, because somebody did swap somebody's destiny, and they keep sending me this song, "Kill Me and Get It Over With." Okay, so it made me think about the fact that an image that I seen of this feminine energy had to be an older image or whatever. I seen this picture of her, and then when I seen the next images or bunch of images that she put up of herself, it was not herself. She looked more like one of my aunts, my youngest aunt on my mom's side. So I don't know what somebody's doing here. Somebody's definitely having a blast or having fun with, or having fun with swapping out vassals here, like cloning or something here. But David is saying how he's tired. Here's she, whoever this will be in his lifetime, is tired. These people keep on setting these snares for me, and so on and so forth. I'm also hearing about the two that are going to be left with this particular type of word that will be able to tell this story. To a priestess or something like this. So again, I don't know. I don't know how far this is going, okay? Because in the beginning of this thing, I started out in the wife of God energy. And then so much stuff has happened throughout that it's just like, oh my goodness, what are these people trying to do? But I feel like, I don't know, something is being altered here. Something is being corrected or something like this. But it's almost at the last minute, it's almost like it's too late. It's almost like a double date or something. It's almost like something is being altered, but somebody is still messing around in somebody's energy here with communication. Somebody is still messing around with communication here. But I know,
Where's the hair set
up there on that thing, I thought, on that shelf.
But
But
there's no.
Go ahead. I don't think they can see you.
There is no.
Well, I don't know. The last time I seen it, I put it up there. So, but what I did notice, because when she started combing her hair, it was hurting. And I was like, that's strange for, a Caucasian woman with that texture of hair to have pain when somebody's combing or brushing their hair. And then I thought about it. This could be also talking about heraldry. Okay? Because I'm even thinking about Becky with the good hair. Okay? This could be heraldry. Okay? Somebody could be putting heraldry on you that don't belong to you. Okay? Like that song Dolores kept coming on, and then I looked and see, what is this talking about? And I found out this was a slave master back during this reverse slave trade. I don't know if somebody's trying to pit. This is why, again, somebody wants it to be, this is the reason why so-called black community, or because I noticed that in the Psalm of David, it was talking about the land, the meek shall inherit the earth, and then somebody else will inherit the land. See, that's making that two separate things here, okay? Two separate denominations or something in my mind's eye. Somebody think they slick. I don't know what this is, okay? So I was thinking about, just if I get side noted, y'all, that's a side note, okay? So this could be something like this about trying to change somebody's heraldry so that they can, like, these souls are stuck on the earth, and maybe they're trying to get the best roles for this next something. Something like this. Like they already been working on it here. Like that's their own little world, because they're stuck on this earth, or they stuck in whatever, and they have to try to get crafty and very creative. It also says something about the man and his devices. that try to bring somebody to ruin, okay? But I was noticing that this lady was so-called Caucasian, but her hair was nappy, or once somebody started to play in her hair, they saw that, you know, this person, something is not, maybe this is not Becky with the good hair. You know what I'm saying? Because this could also be because all of these women I think are witches in this portion of the show. So again, I would say the Holy One would have good hair, okay, or air. But I would think that a witch, okay, would have somebody start digging in their head. They gonna find out that they people actually did some things or something like this. So I don't know. I'm not saying who is who. I'm just picking up on that energy. All right. I just heard as looks can be deceiving. So I'm also thinking about the fact that what was Laveau or whatever her name is, what was she? Who is she really? Is this somebody that does work on people's lineage, on their does work? That's what I'm saying about these foreign type of energies here. They specialize in coming in around these seasons here, and they do work on people's genealogy. That's what I want to say. Killing off the person that's actually the chosen one on the tree, and then engrafting themselves on into the DNA or into the family, or separating you from your family and causing some of this strife. Some of the shit the family might have had some hand in, and some of it they didn't. You know, it's outside work. But it's all about, like I said, hanging someone else on a tree, on somebody else's tree, and then killing them on that tree. You understand what I'm saying? But somebody has got the good hair or the good air. And I feel like somebody slipped up. Somebody tried to take somebody's destiny or something, and they went down one direction, or the DNA is not the match or something like this. This could be, I'm also thinking about this. I used to watch these little clips of these empires or these emperors, excuse me. And it's in a different language and everything, but there was one about the girl that proved something with the DNA test, right? It made me think about the Moses card earlier that had the two pricks, I mean the two horns, or the King of Wands with the two horns on his helmet. And I said that seemed like Moses, but then it also gave me a flashback of that clip that I watched where these two things came out of this thing and pricked this lady in the back to take some blood to prove that she was actually some type of princess or royalty or something here. Somebody else was trying to claim that position that was favored by one of the emperors or something, right? So I was saying, what was this LaRoe doing, and why is it so much reference to her working in a hair salon? Because these people specialize in people's genealogy. So this is somebody that knows a lot about genealogy of America, but they may not be American. This is somebody that knows a lot about land patents, but they're not the original Americans that were here prior to, even for us, 10 to 20 years ago. They brought these people in to start tearing us down or to start doing these things, and gave them a head start behind the scenes so they could just be thrown into the indigenous community. Like, who knows who was really real and keeping it real, okay? And who was these people that was learning where these families lived and who was connected, and then how crime rates went up in these particular areas, and trafficking and shit like this is happening. And we're just acting like this is the fabric of our society. We got to build a foundation on that same thing again. This is what's bothersome. But then we also have the religious aspect. We have the secret societies. We have so-called Illuminati or whatever, Adam Weishaupt and all this whatever energy or whatever. So then you have the government, and it's really in shambles. Nothing is really moving like it's supposed to be moving, or working like it's supposed to be working. Now, who would have known if 6 months ago, a year ago, if these people, instead of just waking up the lion, if they would have helped that lion bridge that gap or something like this to get where the lion, instead of just leaving this person at a peak or at a cliff all the time. Who knows what could have happened, what could have been cleaned up or whatever if they would have just accepted the Messiah instead of doing the same old thing, rejecting someone. Because again, no matter, no, I feel like in my lifetime, nowhere I've ever stepped foot at, I felt, well, I've always felt like people just looked at me like I was kind of strange. Even though I didn't do anything different than anybody else, I might have been more tight-lipped or quiet or just very, you know. Okay. So like these people, like I told you when I started going to school, these people seemed like they were more mature, like just their form of their body, their voices. I don't know. It's just something like that. But I would seem more mature because I maybe at that time I was silly at home, right? I was probably the one that got on my play sister's nerves by playing too much, you know, acting silly or whatever at home. But always, you know, out in public, I was just, you know, very observant and quiet. But then if I really get to know you, I'll communicate with you and you might get that little bit of playfulness or something like that out of me, right? So like at my lunch table, I felt very comfortable, but in class, I was very quiet, you know, things like this. If we playing sports in school, I come alive. But if we're not doing, see, I was gonna say, I'm a creative. So I need to be, and that's why I feel like this is so horrible what somebody's done, even if somebody allowed for, um, a, I pick it up like a father figure or an elder that was fond of possibly. So my Taurus was the same way though. He was very quiet, very reserved, right? Even with me, it was hard for me to get fun out of him. Okay, so but I was wondering, you know, whatever energy we dealing with, they like people that don't want to express, you know, don't say that much, don't, you know, whatever. So it makes me think like somebody chose to take this masculine or whatever and propel this masculine into some kind of lifestyle. But it's kind of like a smiting energy. Because I was looking at the star card in reverse earlier. And it's kind of like somebody knew that this is what I had in my eyes at a young age. Right? But it's almost like, it's almost like my Taurus, I don't know. I thought I knew him well or most better than most people, you know. But again, like I said, I feel like somebody did some shit out of smite, like turned this masculine into a star, and continued to do this 2 life cycles and have me stuck, wishing, hoping, looking outside the window, like I wish that I could be living in a different place at least, like.
What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about something in general. So this makes me wonder, like I said, how I feel sometimes when people say, oh, the masculine feel like he can get something more out of this energy or something like this. And I know these are one of the women that's trying to get under my skin. It made me think like, what? I have all that. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth and compare, but come on, that don't even make no sense because that's all me, you know. So like I said, I think this has something to do with some shift in somebody's, I told you the crown here. I tell you, it's something about somebody's crown. And these women that were working in this hair salon or whatever, you know, we know gossip go around and, you know, the hair salon, you know, things like this, uplifting sometimes of other women, but then also tearing down. So it's kind of like the tarot community to me. Can be almost like a hot mess sometimes, especially when I can see what their whole form mission is. And when I can see that I'm the oddball energy that I can see, you know what I'm saying? It's something like that. So it just made me think that, like I said, they have a group of these people that do this. All right. And maybe somebody was upgrading someone this time. And I'm just, you know, it's still some kind of chains or something that goes into this if they choose someone. If somebody did just have a liking to you and want to upgrade. But there's just with me, it just couldn't work that way because I feel like these people being who I was born to be. These people did somehow take advantage. There was something about me that they could also take advantage of that everybody else this life cycle in the past 50 or something years might not have been born with this something on their life. So if somebody said, what make you different? Oh, well, oh, we didn't did this. Ain't nothing special about you, though. This is some shit we always do. But no, there is something else about the mistreatment or or it just was too easy, like taking candy from a baby or something like this, okay? Somebody took too much advantage of something. So there was no way for me just to say, with my mind, the way it works, to just say, yeah, well, let me go towards this. Oh, yeah, a contract. Oh, wow. You know, for me, I'm like, contract what? For who? Where? What did it say? I don't know. I can't think about that right now. You know, like I've always been very reserved on things. You know, even they ask me, do you want the credit card at the store? Most, you know what I'm saying? It's something like this, right? So I don't know. I'm just thinking that, like, damn, could be what it is here. Somebody could be taking me back to the beginning to look at something again, something that was missed. But this could be also somebody saying that, hey, you missed your opportunity. This time I'm taking it from the beginning. Because I feel like somebody came and took something from me at about 13. This time there's a serpent energy that wanted to take something from me from birth, like the whole birthright. That's making it seem like the face to die for. A father could have even passed away or something because of this. But somebody said, no, forget that. I'm since I still have to deal with this person energy, I'm gonna go back. Somebody saying this, man. I'm gonna go back. Somebody might be, you might be getting this from your guys, but you don't know how. Somebody else has your Ace of Cups. And this is the truth. Somebody trying to go back. Somebody don't want it. I ain't done nothing to none of these fucking people. But somebody don't think that I should be, that gotta be a powerful motherfucker right here. Somebody like, I don't even want this person to have been born. You hear me? Somebody could be trying to act like you did some shit that you didn't do here. And I feel like the truth, somebody saying set somebody free, but somebody don't want to be free. Somebody wants to have their whole thing that was there. Somebody wants to have their whole birthright. No, somebody, I'm not leaving this motherfucker till I get my whole shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? It just, I'm not doing it. It's just a feeling. Okay? Like, I don't know how we gonna fix it or how you gonna fit it back, but I'm coming here to redo something or something. I didn't do all this to just not do all this. It's something like that. So I remember also, I think in that season, so these women were specializing in mixing up people's, and this was like voodoo or something here. All right. Which, I mean, if you heard about somebody doing voodoo in the North, you would be tripping anyways. Now, they could be from the South or something, but I mean, it's just something that we don't really well, I've never paid attention to being from the North, with ties to the South. Shh. With ties to the South, okay? But, so, yeah, my daughter keep interrupting me. So it just would be something that could be potent here. You only see the world one. Again, that's why I say it was, not really seeing the world on that spiritual level here. But I feel like somebody else put on somebody else's shoe. I'm telling you, this Lord God energy put on somebody else's shoe and started crushing this stuff and probably act like somebody did this crime. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This could be like breaking a century old or hundreds of year old or just 50 year, 40, 20. I don't know, something like this. Because somebody put on somebody else's name and they killed and did a lot of things here. But I feel like somebody's trying to build, it's like a Lazarus energy trying to build up trying to build up an army to then make sure that they can kill this god or the goddess energy. It just would have seemed like to me. But somebody that's an older energy had to go anyway. But it's just, I don't know, y'all. This is just very daunting, I feel like, to me. You see how this Bible or this book is up? And whatever this vice grip is. Yeah, because somebody made something very treacherous or something. Like, somebody could have been terrorizing. I don't know. This could be what people felt like. They really probably just had signed up with some contractual or something with a wicked energy. And it's not really the Bible. That the Bible is actually the story. A true story. So I don't know. Somebody could be... So remember we seen down here that a masculine energy, I feel, didn't believe in God, but now they do. Somebody could have even been married to a god. So So even me saying that, oh, I'm the wife of God, well, damn, you the wife of yourself then, or you the wife of who? Because what? Something is getting redirected here. So me saying yesterday, last night, that I'm in a marriage with myself or a contract with myself, and everybody else got to get back to figure something out. That could have cleared out some kind of energy here. That's like owning something, owning it yourself. Because this is a woman here. A woman's head on this Ace of Swords. This is the sword of God. This is the truth. So again, within our life cycle, there could have been a masculine energy claiming this energy, going around terrorizing, trying to say, oh, let's get rid of this bloodline. It's so horrible. It's so horrible. Horrible. Because the same whole thing is, she was saying your husband hated your ass. Yeah, he came here and he hired me to kill you. He hated your ass. So this could be, like I said, this could be Satan hating God or something like that. I don't know. Or this could just be a masculine energy. Um, This could be a kingdom spouse that didn't like your destiny or didn't like your light. So they kept you in the dark in this basement, or kept me in this basement or whatever all this time, and went on and finagled. This could be a mother figure energy, or a real mother or something that took my masculine and started families with this motherfucker and kept me down in this royal palace dungeon. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is palace energy here. And this could be a descendant or somebody that came from my, not my lineage, but came from my lot, I'm hearing. Okay? That could be bringing this offer here. I don't know if this is who's asking to join an alliance with somebody, but for what? Because I keep hearing a masculine saying it was already yours, and it's always going to be that way. So somebody is definitely trying to go back and turn back the hands of time or something here. But they also need somebody else's. They still need my seed or somebody's seed here. I'm hearing that shallow hell energy. This could be somebody that got a lot of money or something, and they got a certain taste of women, or women that flock to them. But where's the substance in that? I think sometimes people don't realize. Somebody might want to make somebody the serpent this time. But it's something weird about this whole shot, where these spaces have been filled sporadically by these individuals here to make sure that a certain important figure would just be left out of everything all the time. It's like they needed me to get whatever this is, and then I'm not supposed to enjoy anything or any of it or life anymore or whatever. And I feel like these people that got a hold of it this time, they want to make sure that it's like if they were able to defeat me this time, then there's no such thing as God or Gaia, or there's no such thing as anything real. Like they would have tricked everybody with this dark hole of a 5D dimension energy. It's something off here. It's just something off. Everybody was talking about how the Bible fake and everything like this or something, but we got this temperance angel here, and this is giving me like Inca and Mayan energy here. Okay, maybe even like in the jungle or rainforest or something like this. Okay, this also this dress is making me think about Mexico. Okay, so something about somebody's dress, something about your dress. Somebody could be trying to, I'm getting a little bit of African energy and Mexico energy out of this dress. This could be also because the black energy just give me like Targaryen energy, but somebody's trying to put a different kind of skirt on you, or a different bottom. Like a different train. So I feel like this is something here. I'm just thinking, I'm seeing like a place in like Jamaica or in another place where Mexico where they might keep ancient records or filing stuff here. Like somewhere where they might call it a third world, but they actually do still have documentation of things in some of these places here. Somebody went digging really like digging here. Somebody went like on a to find some paperwork or something like, you know, some Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade type shit. Searching for the Holy Grail or the fairest of them all. But like I said, it's people that look like them. Because remember, I think in this season is what I was going to say. I keep getting interrupted, but this season, I think Kathy Bates was in there. And she was playing the white woman that they cut her head off and made her sit there and watch all the agony that happened to the people. They had to, they made her watch Roots all 6 seasons, and she was like, "Yeah, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna watch all seasons of whatever." Okay, I feel like somebody was trying to do that to someone, and at one point they were trying to do it to me, as if my ancestors are not the ones that was here the whole time while they went through all these transitions of all these different people coming into the land. Like that's not traced through my bloodline or through my lineage or just through me in general. Like even if you trying to match somebody up with these fake DNA tests or with this could be altered or doctored up paperwork when it comes to somebody else's genealogy, you trying to say that who created me? You understand what I'm saying? Didn't and we're rising up all on different levels and different whatever. You gonna try to tell me somebody ain't let me know who the fuck I am? Cause I change, if not, my energy as to claiming to be a God energy, an all God energy at that. Ain't shit nobody on this planet gonna be able to tell me that's different. If I got the whole, it's almost like somebody saying, "Yeah, memorize these words and hold them in your heart." Well, God told me memorize that. Let me do the rest. Who the fuck is these people? Okay. Um, and then they showed the storyline of Kathy Bates using the blood of these slaves or whatever and torturing them in the attics and things like this, to get their blood or whatever and to preserve herself or make herself look young. Somebody's running. Somebody thought they could throw something. Like everybody, just imagine yourself being this innocent person when it comes to this persecution of these type of things that been persecuted yourself on your own land this whole time, and everybody that's foreign or everybody that comes here, they want to throw something else on your name or throw something else on you. They've been coming stealing all this time, and it's like they want to throw something on you because they know how, because they can, because they do witchcraft or they do whatever this is that they do. And every time they've been able to defeat somebody because you're outnumbered. Somebody has been outnumbered. Okay? That gives me that energy of Fox News and the outnumbered energy. Okay? The sneaky fox. That all these people have found their own dens and their own holes, but Jesus had nowhere. And it's almost like these sneaky people that have been around me all this time. Maybe their lineage or some of their people work at Fox News or somebody owns Fox News that has something to do with what's going on here. But I feel like that payout here was that they did something to slander the Empress or something like this, but somebody else walked away with this gain. Something is different here. Something didn't happen. Okay? Somebody else has walked away with somebody else's gain from something. And I feel like that's why somebody's trying to bury these 3 heads. This could be, you know, somebody could have selected, or 3 people could have been violated or something. I don't know. This could have been what a masculine energy was fighting for. Because this just came out my hand in the upright, and it just came out earlier in the upright where these people were not in the dark or they were not invisible, but now they are. Somebody's trying to eliminate a woman and 2 children from somebody's will. Somebody could have hated somebody, but they fell back in likeness with you right before they passed. Something like this. Okay? This person could have been also happy with some kind of seed, or happy to see somebody with a child or something like this. Somebody could have just recently retrieved or taken a seed or an egg or a grape, and now they're burying these people because now they have an heir. They have an heir of these heirs of the heir of the person that passed. Like, somebody is thinking some weird stuff, y'all. All right, I'm not even supposed to be going into a reading. I'm supposed to only be reading on these bottom cards right here. Okay, this could be an older woman here. Hold on. So we have people here that have been trying to change people's destiny or something like this. Somebody could sit there and keep on calling it witchcraft all day. But if we call it that, then people think about you with a wand or something, or you're doing something mysterious. No, this is just people that was trained. They may be older in spirit, and they're trained to come in and defile people's, before you can even make it to the finish line of what your destiny is. And this is why we get trapped into these timelines where wickedness keep on growing, because I feel like also this is a loving person or something that, like me, you like to keep people around. If you love somebody, you love them. You always love them. But sometimes like, you may not, I don't have that many people around me that I can just reach out to or something like this. Right? But even if I'm in this house with these people, I'm still alone. I still feel like a loner. I feel like my portion of the group, they decide to leave me here every time, and they go off and they learn and grow and navigate or whatever and spend money that belong to me and leave me here with nothing. This is just what I'm getting told here. All right. And then they bombard or overwhelm me with, either before past lifetime, it could have been children and housework, and this lifetime it could just been the tarot community, or just finding out too many things from too many different people, too many different ways. Is it, overwhelming in a sense? But I feel like whatever this is has happened too many times. We got the Five of Pentacles. This could be an older woman coming around, trying to charm somebody, trying to get some sympathy or something like this. All right, this person is in jail here. Okay, but this one is outside on the steps. Maybe this is somebody asking for forgiveness or something like this. Or coming around begging. Maybe these people beg in a different way. Like, they try to offer you up a secret or something, for your soul. I don't know. Because in the book of songs that I was just listening to, that's what they were after. Is her, I say her. So again, this David energy could be a feminine this lifetime. Somebody's soul. Some of these people, with a web they weave, because some of these people are weaving or patching these quilt patches onto quilts, and it did not belong there. So her being that voodoo priestess here, these are the ones, some of these women in this day and age were actually the slave masters. And they're acting like they're so fed up with something, but it's just the things that they have been doing. And instead of asking for forgiveness and facing somebody or being honest about what they did or who they did it to, they're trying to put all the burdens on somebody else. Whoever's supposed to be this star energy, possibly. These are people that will learn something from you. It will take them so far in this world or in life, and then they will use that very same thing or use your own work to fight up against you or to turn it into something to harm you. And one of these stars could be this Libra or a Pisces energy or somebody else here. This could be somebody that's a Jewish energy. They got their half of their body steeped in the water. So somebody that is a star energy here and the temperance energy here. something about her skirt is to have to do with Africa and Mexico, but this temperance energy is in reverse. So either somebody's lying about this person's nationality, or something ain't right here. But we have this star energy here where somebody is in, they got their, this could be somebody's head underwater, because, excuse me, this is looking like a female, or it could be a man, I don't know, okay? But this could be somebody dipping their wand in this water energy. Somebody could be caught or something like this. I don't know. This could also be a feminine energy that this make me think somebody is steeped or seeping in this water energy, or this mommy water energy that promised them some type of wealth or health or riches or fame or something like this. I don't know. I also feel like somebody is trying to say like you made a contract with them, but you never did. Because this rising, I mean, this afternoon when I fell asleep, I told y'all I keep having to crawl. I don't know. I'm scooting back in my dreams all the time because somebody, they said a very crafty woman. This could be also this woman right here. It was like almost like we were in Chicago or something. And this lady was a very nice looking lady. Okay, but something traumatic or somebody got left behind. We had just came back from a trip or something, and me and my daughter got lost from tourists, and we didn't have nowhere to go, and people in the streets didn't like us because of who we were or something like this, or it was something, or somebody was kidnapping us or chasing us down or something like this. We had to go in this woman's house, and she said, I'm gonna stop all this stuff from happening. All you gotta do is like, and she was like, here, I'm it was like she was supposed to be holy, but it was something not right about. And I woke up saying, I rebuke that. I rebuke it. But I felt bad at the same time because, and somebody wanted me to feel that way, right? Like, no, this woman is here to help or something. But something just didn't feel right about the dream. Because I was thinking as I'm in my dream, see, that sleep disorder give me somewhat of a advantage, but it also is a downfall, okay? I took about 5 or 6. I fell asleep about 5 or 6 times today. So I knew then somebody's pulling extra on my energy. Somebody's pulling extra on my dang on energy today. But she was trying to get something contractual or something, and like, but I was sitting there and she was giving me some kind of information or something. And I was like, oh, finally, that's somebody that can see something, or somebody that can reveal a piece of information. And it made me cry in the dream. But I'm like, why am I even crying about that? And it just, I don't know. Once some tears started to well up in my eyes, and then I'm just like, I don't like this. And I don't know, y'all. It just was a weird dream. But when I woke up from the dream, when I went and scrolled on Facebook, the first face that was on my thing was an author or something. There's something about these women that are poets and authors, and Ellen Edgar, Jane Eyre, and Edgar Allan Poe, okay? And these different writers. But this was I noticed she had like a headdress on or something. I really liked her attire. I really like, but see, it's cut. This is a headdress on here too, but it wasn't like this. But it kind of was, but it was laying down. It wasn't sticking up like this. It was kind of a headdress. It was kind of like gypsy-ish, but it was like laying out. I don't know. I don't want to just be putting, well, she's an author, so I might put her picture up, or if I didn't already do it. But the lady's name was something or whatever. And then I was like, that seemed like the lady that was in the damn book. And even this lady here, like I said, she was kind of like a poor woman, but I noticed that she was coming towards me and she was giving me some money, or she was taking money or something from me. It was something about money being in her hand, like spread out or whatever. Like, yeah, it was almost like at the last minute when the dream was fading away, she had like money in her hand. It was like, yeah, I got you, or something like that. And I'm just like, no, I didn't agree to that shit. No, I don't even know how that money just jumped in your hand. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. There's something very unique about this, because Taurus was like I think he was going to park the car, but we was going into a place where they had these big old pieces of white cake. I don't know why the cake was white, but there was big You get a big slice of cake and it was covered with white. You know how those little Debbie treats are that's coated in that white stuff? Okay, the coated treats or whatever, like them snowmen and stuff like that. It was like a coating or something like that, but it had like it was like a designer cake or something, and we really wanted to get it, and people were just walking around so happy with this piece of fucking cake. It's almost like the Care Bears episode I watched a couple weeks ago where I mean, it was like Thanksgiving and the guy was going around giving everybody that pie, and it was making everybody so mad and so angry and bothered that it ruined the whole parade that they were supposed to be having for Thanksgiving Day. So again, it was something about these big white pieces of fluffy cake that everybody was eating, and I wanted to get one. Okay. And so it's something like this, y'all. So I don't know, watch out for what people feeding you or what you eating or things or something like that as she's handing me food. um, but like something that's looking like a treat, but it's not, because after I ate that cake, that's why I ended up in this lady's house. Okay. So when I woke up, as soon as I scrolled, the woman, it's almost like this was crazy as hell. The woman that was in the dream, no, stop. I'm going to get it in a second. The woman that was in the dream seemed like that woman. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's almost like she was giving you something, but getting something, but something. I don't know, guys. Let's just read this here. Okay? Because somebody's watching, and it might not be smart to say who this person is or something like this. I don't know. Somebody's spying and watching, and they counting down something here. All right? It might be a hitman. Probably only got one more person left that he got to get rid of because of something. Shit, somebody could be holding some secrets or something. All right? It might be somebody. Like, I don't know. It could be... Listen, let me just put that shit down. Hold on. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Let's go into these women here. Okay? But that was a tripped out dream to me, and the fact that I cried for a second in that dream, because I was like, oh my God. It's almost like I've been sitting here now, everybody else thinking I'm lost or something, but I already been at the starting finishing line or something 3 years ago. It's just mind boggling to me that I know somebody is supposed to come to me with some fucking information about something, and I'm still sitting here. Like, I believe a twin was saying that it's going to come to you. And I don't know if it's like it's gonna come to you in a dream, something gonna come in the mail, what? Whatever, this package or this information, what is it? But I could never get the answer. So it just like, imagine sitting stuck at a finish line, or stuck at some kind of something for that long, and you're doing all this other stuff. You're still working, you're still putting your information out, you're still whatever like this or whatever, but you know that even if you're a loner and you know how to get shit done yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know how to plan something or put it together. This time you're not allowed to because you don't have all the information. And that people were purposely trying to stop you from getting it. And there's three right here. 2, 3. Somebody should have got this information, or this should have been done 2 to 3 years ago. Maybe even 5. 7 years ago, something actually happened. This could have been when somebody started watching you. Somebody could have been taken from you 7 years ago, and they couldn't come towards you, but they could just watch you. They could have been dealing with this older woman or this star energy or whoever this is that. And I feel like this is giving me lesbian energy. There's 2 women, whether it's in a 5D or not, that are dealing with each other, okay? It could be this voodoo or a high priestess energy that want to be a star. And it could be this Wata energy, all right? And they could be working with this man right here that's a stalker or a past person of somebody's. Wata energy could also be sleep to this star or this Texas star or Texas dollar energy. It's something like this, y'all. And they all connected to this man. These are like all counterparts or something like this. But this Queen of Pentacles is, you know, but I'm seeing this person can only see they self. So this could be, like I said, an all-seeing eye energy or something. I don't know. All right, let's see if I can pick up anything else. Because this is kind of like all over the place here. All right. It's talking about before she comes to labor, she gives birth. Before the pains come upon her, she safely delivers a male child. So yeah, somebody could have somebody's child here. Whoever heard of such a thing? This could also be somebody doing surrogacy here. Like pretending like they pregnant and then like they ain't even been pregnant long enough, but they already giving birth here. Somebody could be hiding themselves while a baby is being formed, but it's really not theirs. They plan on taking it from somebody else. It says, again, whoever heard of such a thing or saw the like, can a country be brought forth in one day, or a nation be born in a single moment? Yet Sion is scarcely in labor when she gives birth to her, and they're calling it Sion, S-I-O-N, when she gives birth to her children. Shall I bring a mother to the point of birth and yet not let her child be born? So that's what it's, okay, see, this is what I'm saying. It's like somebody gets to the finish line. Somebody had been at the finish line their whole fucking life. Somebody was born ready for something. And somebody will not let somebody move forward here. It's like somebody wants everything somebody have, or they want your man, or that's the fucking truth. And I don't know who this lady is, y'all. Because I'm starting to think somebody ain't being truthful about who the fuck somebody mama is, or what you are. They got their hand out. This the truth. They even go through these cycles here, and they end up living life like it's golden, and then 1 second later or 10 years later they have nothing to show for it. And yet nobody gave this person right here that's been pouring out all this information a try. That's why I don't like to say the star card is Aquarius, because this gives like Aquarius is that an Aquarius can be also sometimes a very narcissistic, selfish energy. And it gives them this thrusting, like, that's what I'm saying. People are trying to just say, oh, you're Aquarius, you can go, you could be a star, you could be a star. That's not how you build no, it's about the quality. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what these people is doing. Okay, but whatever. Somebody learned their lesson the hard way this time. Could be an emperor. This is like somebody always birthing a new idea, but they can never get out because somebody else is stealing it. And now they want you to keep on. Look how this person right here. What else do you have in there? We've been starving you. We didn't let you come join us. We didn't let you build nothing with us. We act like you didn't belong to us and everything. What else you got in there, though? This person is of the water here. The shit that I'm holding is not for you. It was supposed to be for me, me and my man, me and my family, to build generational wealth, and then to share also with the community or something like this. But this energy right here, this foreign energy, or somebody that's more of the water than the earth, they got a little bit of pieces of something like here. Like, these people just come here only from even the UK or whatever, and they take from the actual queen or the actual, golden child, and then they go back. And then war and stuff amongst the people, civil wars break out, people kill each other, and then they come back. It's something like this. I don't know. These people could be duplicates of you, or doppelgangers, or lookalikes, or clones. It's like also all these onlookers, like how people would have been all in the room when a royal gave birth to a child or something like this. But these people are just stealing the information, or they're hindering somebody or something like this. It says, shall I bring a mother to the point of birth and yet not let her child be born, says the Lord? Or shall I who allow her to conceive, yet close her womb? says your God. Wait, let's read it again. Shall I bring a mother to the point of birth and yet not let her child be born? This is almost like the analogy that somebody was already ready the day they was born. Somebody was already talking or walk, like somebody was already doing something. You see what I'm saying? And somebody try to play somebody like they dumb, like a child wasn't born with some special abilities or a genius or something. It's like somebody left somebody as a genie, like a genie's lamp to get rubbed on for, or just like Ezekiel's wheel. But but again, the center of that wheel is fixed on its axis. All right. But people that come around this energy are abundant and go off and do great things, even if it's not right then in their future or something like this. These people prepared their children by having them come and touch my sword or something like this, dude. And then also gave the credit to somebody whole different. Could be Aquarius here. Could be the strength, manipulative energy that's been trying to force information out of me. Just like it said in this book with Lamentations, these laminators or these copycats. He said, I sat there and I had them do the work for me. But then said that they don't carry the light. Well, why, if you do carry the light, why are you looking to the Urim and the Thummim or whatever here? It's something like this, that something is off. Somebody is manipulating something. It may even be like, again, this void energy or something trying to overwrite or overdo the Bruton or something like this. I don't know. But these people have been already having a, they've been already using some kind of something already to challenge or to stunt something. It's so weird. Says the Lord, or shall I, who allow her to conceive, yet close her womb? This is almost like somebody letting you come up with an idea, bringing it to the world, and then they shut you out. This is maybe a corrupt lord, or this lord could be a feminine energy, a jealous mother, or something like this here. You see this person sitting here with their hand out. Oh, you just came up with that idea. Give it here. This don't have to be an older woman. This could be somebody older in spirit. Says your God. So this could be somebody challenging somebody else's God. Like, I don't see what's up with your God because, damn, you know, what is wrong with this God? You know, I'm going to allow this person to come up with this good idea, yet I'm going to close her back up. When she come up with it, I'm going to take it. You know, it's like somebody challenging somebody about what their God is doing. It's saying, rejoice with Jerusalem and be glad because of her. So I don't know what this is. This is almost like something between Mother Zion and Jerusalem. Okay. Somebody could be saying, be happy with what you got or something like this. Or this could be vice versa. Something like this here. It says, all you who love her, exult with her. All you who were mourning over her. So I don't know. Somebody could have been crying over somebody as of lately here. This could be a Queen of Swords energy. Somebody that sneakily kills or does something right here. This is a bedside winch or a bed winch. These could be, like I said, this Black Widow energy with this clock here in reverse. Somebody's father or grandfather could have just perished at the hands of a Black Widow because of that spider there. Okay? But these people are crying for this energy here. There's also somebody with this white pearl or this white something like this. Okay? This white ball could be significant. It says, oh, that you may suck fully of the milk of her comfort. So somebody is sucking off of somebody. And like I told you, when I was in the shower today, I don't know, something just felt weird. Because I was seeing this whole energy where in the past, some of these people would, you know, secretly grow something with you and then retrieve it at a certain point. But when you're producing some for healing for them or for healing for the gods or something like this, okay? To suckle or something like this here, okay? But then they give the credit to somebody else. So you go through these pangs or Some of these women, like, again, I got more of a little belly, right? And so it's like, yeah. But if we just be honest about it, what was going on? Yeah, so that you may nurse in delight with her abundant breast. This could also be a jealous person, an older woman that maybe they're not shaped the same or something no more. And so they could have been doing spell work on a younger woman or somebody with full breast or something like this, okay? For as thus says the Lord, lo, I will spread prosperity over her like a river, and wealth of over her like the nations, and like an overflowing torrent. So maybe yeah, somebody else is getting punished and somebody else is getting blessed, or secretly or something. I don't know what this is. Okay. But I don't want to get too deep into it either. His chariots like the whirlwind to wreak his wrath with the burning heat of his punishment and fiery flames. So some people could have been just doing something here. Okay? It says, loathsome things and mice shall all perish with their deeds and their thoughts, says the Lord. So I don't know. I don't know what this is. I feel sadness though. Okay? The call of the Gentiles. Because I feel like somebody was trying to save somebody or something. Somebody seen what somebody was doing here. And somebody did love somebody very much here at one point in time. And fondled in her lap as the mother comforts her son. So I will comfort you. Something about positions, parts. It's like somebody never really got to experience the real somebody fully. Even if they thought they were, they weren't. It is something like this. And this was the time here. It's actually very sad. I don't know what this is, what this energy is.